Okay, so welcome to my YouTube channel. Family is Love. Okay, before anything else, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so the RPMS tool for Teacher 1 to Teacher 3 in the time of COVID-19 school year 2020 to 2021. Okay, so the KRA1 Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. So for the objective number 1, we have here applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. So the means of verification or the MOV that we need is the classroom observation tool, COT rating sheet, or enter observer agreement form from an online observation of online synchronous teaching. If option 1 is not possible, an observation of a video lesson that is SLM based or melt align. If option 1 and 2 are not possible, an observation of a demonstration teaching via LAC. Okay, so we have here also the objective number 2 under the KRA1, Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. So, objective 2, ensure the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. So, the means of verification, any supplementary material in print, digital format made by the RATI and used in the lesson delivery that highlights the positive use of ICT facilitate the teaching and learning process. So we have here the activity sheets, one lesson from self-learning module, SLM, lesson plan, video lesson, audio lesson, other learning materials in print or digital format, and please specify and provide annotations. So for the objective number 3, we have applied a range of teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. So the MOV or the means of verification, any supplementary material in print, digital format made by the RATI and used in the lesson delivery that highlights teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. So we have activity sheets, SLM, lesson plan, video lesson, audio lesson, and if you have other learning materials in print or digital format, don't forget to specify and provide always the annotations. Then the KRA2, so we have the diversity of learners and assessment and reporting. So the objective number 4, establish a learner-centered culture by using teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural, socioeconomic, and religious backgrounds. So for the MOVs, any supplementary material in print or digital format made by the RATI and used in the lesson delivery that highlights teaching strategies that are responsive to learners' linguistic, cultural, socioeconomic, or religious background. So we have here activity sheets. One lesson from a self-learning module, SLM, lesson plan, video lesson, audio lesson, and other learning materials in print or digital format. Don't forget to provide annotation. So, as you can see, kanina sa objective number 1, always merong performance indicator. So, wherein makakakuha kayo ng 5 if you are outstanding. Utilize effective teaching strategies that are appropriate in responding to learners' linguistic, cultural, socioeconomic, or religious backgrounds at an individual level as shown in the submitted learning material. So, kung kompleto kayo ng MOV na hinihingi, meron kayong 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pababa po siya, depende po sa naibigay niyo pong MOVs rather. Okay, so for the KRA2, again, diversity of learning assessment reporting for objective number 5, plan and deliver teaching strategies that are responsive to the special education need of Learners in difficult circumstances, including geographic isolation, chronic illness, displacement due to armed conflict, urban resettlement or disasters, child abuse and child labor practices. So for the MOVs, classroom observation tool, COT rating sheet in order or inter-observer agreement for from an online observation of online synchronous teaching. If option 1 is not possible, an observation of a video lesson that is SLM based or MELC. If option 1 and 2 are not possible, an observation of a demonstration teaching via lab. Okay, so for this objective number 5, if you have the lesson plan and the COT, it is our MOV for this objective number 5. Objective number 6, use strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to improve learner performance. So the means of verification or the MOVs, evidence that highlights providing accurate and constructive feedback to improve learning performance and that shows timeliness of feedback given to any of the following activity sheets, performance task, quiz or test, self-learning module. For our KRA3 curriculum and planning, objective 7, selected, develop, organized, and use appropriate teaching and learning resources, including ICT to address learning goals. So classroom observation tool, rating sheet, or enter observer agreement form from an online observation of online synchronous teaching. If option 1 is not possible, an observation of a video lesson that is SLM based or MELC. If option 1 and 2 are not possible, an observation of a demonstration teaching via lab. Okay, so for our means of verification, we only have to put our or to provide our classroom observation, rating sheets, and the lesson plan. Okay, so for objective number 8, set achievable and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies. So the means of verification, 1 lesson plan or 1 lesson from a self-learning module prepared by the ratee with achievable and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with the learning competencies as shown in any of the following: lecture or discussion, activity or activity sheet, performance task, rubric for assessing performance using criteria that appropriately describe the target output. So for the KRA number 4, community linkages and professional engagement and personal growth and professional development. So for the objective number 9, build relationships with parents, guardians, and the wider school community to facilitate involvement in the educative process. So for our MOVs or means of verification, proof of participation in any activity for improved access to education such as, but not limited to, the following activities: distribution of learning materials to learners or parents, brigada eskwela, home visitation, and then parents-teacher log or proof of other stakeholders meeting, any form of communication to parent stakeholders. So for the objective 10 under the KRA 4, participated in professional network to share knowledge and to enhance practice. So the means of verification is certificate of completion in a course or training, certificate of participation in a webinar, retooling, upskilling, and other training seminar, workshop with proof of implementation, certificate of recognition, speakership in a webinar, retooling, upskilling, and other training seminar or workshop. Any proof of participation to a benchmarking activity, any proof of participation in school lab session, online or face-to-face, certified by the lab. Other, please specify and provide annotations. So for the objective number 11, develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. So the main MOV is the individual performance and commitment review form development plan. Okay, so the supporting MOV in the document aligned with the IPCRF development plan, such as reflection of one practice during lab session with proof and attendance, reflection professional notes on coaching and mentoring, and or media review personal notes during on division or school lead and set with proof of attendance, certificate of enrollment, registration form or class card in the graduate or postgraduate school or online courses, any learning material highlighting the improvement done based on accomplished reflection section. So for others, please specify and provide annotations. So the last one, KRA 5, is the plus factor. And the last objective is the objective number 12 under the KRA 5 plus factor. Perform various related works or activities that contribute to the teaching learning process. So the proof of or the MOVs that we need is the committee involvement, advisorship of co-curricular activities, involvement as module learning material writer, involvement as module learning material validator, participation in the ROSDO school-initiated TV, radio-based instruction, book or journal authorship, contributorship, coordinatorship, chairpersonship, coaching and mentoring learners in competitions, mentoring pre-service teachers, participation in demonstration teaching, participation as a research presenter in a forum or conference. And for the others, please specify and don't forget to provide annotation. So that's all for our RPMS. Okay, so I have here my sample portfolio, the cover page, and the okay, so pababa po siya. So we have the CRA 5, CRA 4, CRA 3, CRA 2, and then the KRA 1. So I have here the objectives, or and so on. Okay, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Family is love.